is The Brenda Lee Show. The Brenda Lee Show.
Hello, welcome back to the Brenda Lee Show. Hey, today I want to share a story with you guys. I was walking into the gym the other day and I ran into one of my good friends and he comes up to me, he's all excited. He's very clear. My son and I are there working out and it's crystal clear he's got some exciting news to tell us. And he gets, he kind of leans in and he's like, hey, I just want to be clear, like, I'm not bragging. He's like, but I want to share something with you. And I was like, dude, like, bring it. Like, what do you got? Like, there's no bragging. And before he even shared with me, we got into a conversation about how, like, when did we stop celebrating other people and other people's successes, right? And long and the short of it is he went on to share, like, as a producer of the company that he works with, he's one of the top performers and he earned this killer trip. And his son is into golfing and this, that, and the other thing. And so it was back to back and he was trying to figure out how to go, but he really wanted to go because he was like, this is such a cool opportunity. I am in like the top 40 over like tens of thousands of people within the company. And he made this goal and he has worked his freaking butt off for the last decade plus, busting his hiney to make this all work, right? Okay. And so we really got into the conversation, like I said, about how like why did he have to preface it that way, right? And I really just want to share with you today, like, if you have an opportunity to celebrate another person's success, please do it. Please do it. We live in a world where we can so quickly get jealous. We get frustrated. There's a lot of entitlement going on where people feel like, well, I should just get that and I don't want to have to work that hard for it and da 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 da. This guy has worked his tail off for years and years to get where he's at. And he's now reaping the benefit of that. And so here we are in the gym. We're doing like this celebration, like, freaking hell yeah, you did. Like, this is awesome. When's the trip? Like, where are you going? You know, asking all the details. And he lit up like a Christmas tree. And the reality is like, here, he didn't have many people that he could have shared that with because of people being so jealous and putting him down and being a crab in a pot. I don't know if you guys know a crab in the pot story, right? But say there's like a layman on the beach up in Alaska on the shore, right? Like me, like I don't know how to fish. I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. I mean, I fished with my dad when I was little, but I have no idea what I'm doing, right? Like I don't have the foggiest idea. Well, in Alaska, there's a lot of people who do a lot of fishing, right? And so here this layman, like I said, somebody like me who doesn't know, he's walking along the beach with the fisherman after the fisherman brought all the crabs in. And he's got all the crabs in these 5-gallon buckets all along the beach. And as they're walking by, the guy is like, hey, you need to check this crab, or this bucket. There's a crab that's about ready to get out of the bucket. And the fisherman looks at him and he says, just hold on and watch and wait and see what happens. Sure enough, as soon as that crab was ready to crest the edge of the bucket and come out over the edge, all the other crabs reached up and pulled him back down into the bucket. And that's what we call, like in my coaching with all my clients, we call them crabs in the bucket. When you start to succeed and you're moving up in the level of success and you're changing your life and you're shifting into growth mindset and you're achieving these goals that you set for yourself or these intentions, right? Other people that don't have the courage to do what you're doing, to do the hard work, to make the choices, to make the sacrifices, the people that don't have the courage to do that try to reach up and they try to bring you back down to their level, okay? And this often happens so much with clients, especially who go through my divorce program, where they're shifting their life radically and they realize, my word, there's a lot of people around me that really aren't for my growth. They're really selfishly into what they desire and what they want for me and how I can serve them in my life. And so when we're growing, when we're doing these, reaching these milestones, these intentions, these achievements that we wanted, oftentimes our circle has to change, and that's okay. You guys, it's okay, because here's the deal. I don't know about you, but for me, I constantly want to be growing. I never want to be the 10 in the room, right? Like, I never want to be the smartest. I never want to be the most successful. I never want to be the top in the room, because that means then that I'm not pushing and stretching myself, right? And so in the case of this guy, where he had achieved this huge achievement, huge milestone, he was nervous to even share it, and he had to preface it with, I'm not bragging. And I was like, dude, you're not bragging. Like, this is something to celebrate, and I will celebrate with you. My son and I celebrated with him in the gym. We looked like idiots. We didn't care, right? Like, we're right out there just going, like, throwing fireworks off in the gym for this guy, because it's okay to celebrate other people, right? Like, if I was in a frame of mind or in a state of scarcity, of lack, of of not having the things that I wanted for life, of not doing the work, and most importantly, not having the confidence, knowing that I've done my work to get my success, he's done his work to get his success. If I had been in any of those kind of states, which I just refuse to go to, right? If I had been in those mental states, I would have had jealousy. I wouldn't have been genuinely excited for him. I wouldn't have celebrated with him. I wouldn't still be celebrating. We were hanging out this weekend. I was chatting with his wife about it this weekend, and we're just like, holy crap, this is so amazing. Like, this is such a big deal. But if I were in these other states and other frames of mind, I couldn't do that. So with everything that we've got going on, you guys, like I said, my one ask for you today, if there is someone that you can celebrate their success with today, please go do it. Tell them how proud of you, how proud of them you are. Tell them how excited you are for their success, and encourage them into success. Don't encourage them back into the crab pot, right? Encourage them to get up and out of the bucket and into success and into their life in a space where they can enjoy their successes and feel freedom to share that with each other without feeling like we're bragging, right? Like, we've gotten into so much of a space of, if I even say anything about myself, it's totally selfish, and I'm not humble, and all these things. And you guys, we can only give or get what we have for ourselves. When we celebrate our wins, we're putting those stack of wins in our book, right? When we have those stack of wins in our book, now we're able to give back to other people around us that's in a state of abundance and joy and happiness and achievement in our own success. We're not coming from that space of lack and selfishness and scarcity and all the things that would cause you to respond differently. So anyway, that's something I just really wanted to share with you. Like I said, it's a story. I've shared it a couple of times since I've seen him, and I just want to get this out there, because like I said, we've got opportunity to build people up or tear people down. And it goes with ourselves too, right? I have one of the tools that I have my clients do, you guys, just so you can take this tangible piece away. If you're struggling with this, right? Because I don't know about you, 70 to 80% of our thoughts are negative, 90 to 95% are on repeat. It's hard for us to even keep our mental mind in a good space, right? We've got to really fight to do that. So what I have my clients do, because where our focus goes, our life goes. And if you want your life to be more successful, to have more achievements, to reach your intentions, then that's what you focus on. If you want more of the negative, then you focus on negative and the jealousy and why do they get that and I don't? And think about people when they drive by in a really nice car. What are your thoughts about them? What are your thoughts? Do you think, holy crap, they must have worked their butt off for that? Or are you jealous? Or you're like, well, why does that person have everything? And if you're the latter, that explains to me why you're still stuck in lack and you're not having the success that you would like, right? If you can celebrate these other people, like I said, where focus goes, your life goes, then now you get to get on that celebration frequency and you get to join in on the celebration instead of be mad and frustrated that that's not you, because you have chosen not to do the work or do whatever it takes to get to that place, okay? So with my clients, I have them do 3 gratitudes in the morning, and right when they wake up, before their feet even hit the ground, what are 3 things that they're grateful for? And you can't just say them. You've got to feel it. Like, what's the emotion? Because the brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality when emotion is involved, right? So when emotion is tied to it, that really changes our neural pathways in our brain and causes us to actually believe and to step into that state of gratitude, right? So when you wake up, first thing out of the gate, 3 things you're grateful for. It could be your freaking sheets. It could be a new mattress. It could be your pillow. It doesn't matter, right? But when you feel like I'm so grateful for these silk sheets, whatever it might be, right? And then before you go to bed, because here's the deal. Let's go back to the morning one. What do you think that does for you when you start your day with gratitude? How does that set your day up? Does that set your day up for success, or does that set your day up for failure, right? Like, there's only so many things we can control. And so my whole philosophy is, why wouldn't we control the things that we can control? So if you can control your mindset, you can control your state right when you wake up. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take the reins on that and say, I'm going to set the tone for my day, and it's going to be a tone of gratitude? And because again, where focus goes, our life goes. And if I set the tone for gratitude, I'm going to see all kinds of things that I'm going to be able to be grateful for throughout the day. Okay. So then right before you go to bed, you write down your 3 wins. Your 3 wins. Now with my kids, what we do is high, low, buffalo. What was our high for the day, low for the day, and what was a buffalo? Buffalo is like that thing that you push through that you didn't necessarily want to. That's going to be like your wins, like your 3 wins. And write them down, you guys. When we write them down, it solidifies it more in our brain. We remember them more, and we're much more in tune with what's going on when we're writing, not typing, not doing it on our phone. phone, not just saying it, right? When we're writing it into a journal with a pen and paper, that locks and loads it into our system. And now we're able to really settle in on the achievements that we have had that day. Because again, we're so afraid to celebrate ourselves because it's too selfish, or we're just arrogant, or we're bragging, or those things. When in reality, you guys, we're all battling the negative Nelly monster in our head. Everybody is. Everybody is. The people that are successful are the ones that master it. And these are ways that you can master this, right? So you can write 3 wins for the day. And literally, it could be, I didn't want to get to the gym today, but I went anyway. I didn't want to make that phone call, and I did it anyway. I had a huge success with engaging with my kids tonight when I got home from work, or there was a tough conversation with an employee that I had today, and I did it well. And it can be anything. It could be anything from, I wanted to eat that Lifesaver and I chose not to. Okay, seriously, if you're choosing to cut out sugar and that is something that you chose to do that day, that's a freaking win. So celebrate your win. And as you step into sleep, if you're doing that right before you go to bed, guess what that does? Setting the stage for your sleep, right? So you're getting the memo, okay? So find someone that you can give gratitude to today. I want you to do it today, right? Don't delay. Speed, success loves speed, okay? So do it today. Make a decision to do it today. Do your gratitudes in the morning before you even get out of bed, and write your wins, 3 wins down every single night. And just do that for a week and see how that shifts your attitude, your mindset, and the way that you're showing up in the world. All right. So like the page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our podcast. We really appreciate you guys following us and going on this journey with us. It's been crazy. You know, we've had ups and downs. It's been all kinds of ins and outs, learning along the way. And we are just so happy to be able to serve you and to honor you guys as our people that love to up-level your leadership in ways that you didn't know were possible. So we'll see you next time.